Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your January Okie Soul session. I am Marlo if you're new. And if you're family, welcome back, my friend. This is crazy. These cards are flying out. So, first card that we have out for you guys coming out of December and into January, we have the Six of Cups in the reverse. And then we have the Hierophant in the reverse, that of which is Taurus energy. So, Aquarius, coming into 2023, it's looking to me that you guys' mind is on, literally, child, we could just be honest. You guys could be thinking about a Taurus person from your past and kind of rehearsing some things, maybe wondering if things could have been different. On the other side of this, the way I could see this is you guys kind of rethinking things from the past in general and kind of wanting to come out of agreement with it or someone. So, because I'm kind of seeing it a couple of different ways. It could be in some sense there's a particular situation from your past that's kind of altered your path up to this point. Well, I don't even want to say that. It wouldn't be altering your path up to this point. It would have to be something that's pretty recent. Like, I have to say recent past. And it would be something where it has altered your past. Your path up until this point, but it's you kind of wanting to see that, if I could say it that way. And I would have to give an example for this to make this make sense, my wonderful Aquarius. It feels almost like, and I'm gonna use like a relationship kind of thing because I think that'll be easier. It's like if you guys were in a romantic partnership with someone, right? And it didn't work out. And say that was like 2 months ago, right? To stop working out. What I'm seeing with the Six of Cups is that that's still very heavy on your mind coming into the first week of January. However, the way that you're desiring to pivot with this Hierophant on the reverse is you not being the person who fell in love with that person, proverbially speaking, right? So, or hypothetically speaking, rather. So it's you wanting to kind of alter things about yourself because you being the same person who fell in love with that person, there's like a level of contention with the past self, right? And it's almost as if the only way that you feel that you can kind of get out of this proverbial prison, and I say that because the Five of Coins and the reverse is coming out after that, is the only way that you guys can kind of get out of this energy that you've been in is if you alter yourself in some way. So it's like coming out of agreement of who it is that you used to be when you were with this particular person. And I'm saying that hypothetically because this could literally be anything. It's a general reading. You know what I'm saying? So this could be anything from like, a job, a friendship, whatever. It's just something about yourself that relates to your past. You don't want to be affiliated with that anymore because it's this perception that it'll empower you and get you out of being tied to this past situation if you alter yourself in some way. I don't want to necessarily say be someone else, but it's kind of like those things like, sometimes if like if a person's married and they get divorced and they end up like cutting all their hair off or like doing some massive like change or whatever, because I feel there's a desire, you're feeling kind of disempowered to this situation, person, situation, circumstance, whatever it is for you in particular. It's you feeling disempowered to it and tied to it still and stuck and not able to move forward. So I can understand that as a pathway. Now, going into the second week of January, we have the Four of Wands. So that's the thing that you guys are really craving for. So that's why I say it's like, I really don't blame you. Because it's a strategy. A lot of people use this strategy to kind of move forward with something. You know what I mean? It's like a re-identification of self. And what you guys are hoping for is really moving forward, getting back to stability, getting back to a sense of your own personhood. For some of you guys, this could literally even be like moving. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know why I want to say this, because I don't necessarily think that this is love per se. It could be. With this Hierophant and the Six of Cups in the reverse, this could quite literally be a divorce. I'm not even bullshit. Even with the Four of Wands here, this could literally be a divorce for some of you guys. And it would be like, it would, if it is a marriage, it would be like someone who was married to like a childhood sweetheart kind of deal. Like if it was a marriage, but we're keeping this general. But it's feeling like this situation has power over you because you feel... So sorry to interrupt you guys while you're listening to the show, but I wanted to tell you guys about our new partnership with BetterHelp. If you haven't heard of them, it's an online resource in which you can find your very own friendly local neighborhood therapist, no matter where you are in the world. You sign up, and within 24 hours, they match you with a therapist that's right for you. And you can talk to your counselor every week via phone or video chat. You can also text them between sessions. If you or someone you know has been considering therapy, get started today with BetterHelp. Now let's get back to the show. You feel disempowered by it. And it's, I don't know, it feels almost kind of like an Achilles heel kind of situation, Aquarius. And I mean, I get it, but all in all, it's like you guys are trying to use whatever method possible to kind of get yourself out of feeling that you're tied to the situation or stuck into the situation, because it's a strong desire to want to kind of get your head above ground, if I could say it that way. Oh, wow. Next card that we have coming out, we have the Two of Wands in the reverse. Wow. Then we have the Two of Swords in the reverse. And then, wow, okay. Then we have the Three of Swords in the reverse. That's interesting. Okay, so overall, you guys are desiring stability and security, and this is kind of reminding me of Sagittarius, and Sagittarius totally reminded me of Aries, because I legit felt like Sag's reading was definitely Aries reading. It's like the other side of Aries reading. But looking at you guys, it's reminding me of Sag and thus Aries. So if you have that in your chart, check out Sag and check out Aries. Even if you don't have it in your chart, still look at them, because I feel like it would behoove you a great deal. But all in all, you guys are desiring these two things. You feel what I'm saying? It's like you're wanting to heal, you're wanting stability, you're wanting harmony in your life, you're wanting to completely cut ties with this because you feel like it has a great deal of power over you. But our main issue here is this Two of Wands in the reverse and the Two of Swords in the reverse. There's a decision that needs to be made that's not being made, and that's what I talked about in Sag as well as in Aries, is it's the illusion thereof of moving forward. It seems as if one is moving forward. So even though, as a therapist, literally, the whole thing I described in the first week, a lot of people do that, like cutting your hair off, picking up and moving, because the vibe I was picking up on is if somebody was dating someone, it feels almost like if you were dating someone that like lives in your like building or like your apartment complex or something. And it's like, screw it, like my lease is up, I'm about to move type of thing. Because the whole thing is you're trying to get away from this situation because you don't like the fact that it makes you feel disempowered. That's why I say Achilles heel, because I feel in every other facet of life, the Aquarius person who would resonate with this, it's feeling hella empowered in every other part of your life, but it's just something about this particular person that has a different kind of hold on you, and you don't like that because it makes you feel almost like weak in a sense. You know what I'm saying? So it's wanting to get your power back, and the method that I'm seeing, that is something that a lot of people do. It's probably the most common thing, because it's like almost like a mind trick type of thing. But the truth is, wherever you go, there you are. Right? So even if you moved apartment complexes, not a terrible idea, but at the same time, it's like you're still the same person that has gone through whatever it is that you guys have gone through. So switching places, cutting your hair off, gaining weight, losing weight, getting a new car, none of that stuff is going to change. And that's what this Two of Wands and this Two of Swords is speaking about. There's a need for you to go within and to really face what it is that you're feeling, as opposed to running away from it. So if you're really wanting this stability, right, and you're really wanting this healing, it's not going to be found in you changing things superficially. It's like that healing is going to be found in you guys really confronting what it is that you feel and how you feel about this, coming to a place of acceptance and moving forward, you know, the old traditional way. You know what I'm saying? The best way out is through. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Come on with it. Queen of freaking Cups. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Cups. And of course, it's in a position of why all of this is happening. All of this is happening, just like I was saying, Aquarius, you need to face your feelings. That's also my therapist card. So, I mean, if it's something that's like super deep, you know, because with the Six of Cups in the reverse, this could be something that goes back as far as childhood. And like how I was saying, it could be something long standing. It could be like, you know, the way stuff was in your childhood. And I talked about that in Aries too, of how we have a tendency to experience pain in our lives and we change who we are. So say once upon a time you were a very trusting person and then someone betrayed you, right? So what you do so you never get betrayed again is you decide to just stop trusting people, right? But that's not who you are. You were a trusting person, but it's one person on your path. That one betrayal caused you to become an entirely different person. So ever since the moment that you made the choice to be someone that you're not, you've been perpetually stuck. You've only had the illusion of moving forward. So with this Queen of Cups, what you actually would be doing by facing this, it would be you not going back to the most recent disappointment. It would be you going back to the root of the disappointment. You feel me? Because the reason why we keep maintaining cycles over and over again is we're never really dealing with the root of the issue. So hypothetically, if you got daddy issues, and then let's just make it really extra. You got daddy issues because your dad was a narcissist, right? But as an adult, you just keep dating narcissists and can't figure out why. So now you're at a point all of these years later where you trust absolutely no one. And it's like, well, why don't you trust people? Oh, well, my last relationship was with a person who was a total narc, right? And it's like, oh, okay. Now this is me being therapist because I don't know if your friend would dig this deep. And then it's like, we look at every single one of your relationships and it's like each and every single person that you dated was a narcissist. So you can heal from each one of those relationships, but you still feel like something's wrong. And you're like, what the hell? Like, what is it? And it's the main thing was the fact that the issues are dad that was a narcissist. You were just perpetuating that same pain in every relationship. So every time you've tried to heal from each one of the relationships, yeah, you healed, you got over it. You're not worried about your ex anymore. You're not worried about, your ex-husband, ex-wife, whatever the case, but you're still having the same issue and you have no idea why. It's because you never went to the root of the problem. So it's looking at it like a tree. What it is that you were dealing with day to day was the fruit on the tree. You picked all of the fruit off of the tree. And then you're like, okay, we're Gucci. You walk away, you come back, and the tree is full of fruit again. You know what I'm saying? And that's because you didn't cut it down at the root. You know what I'm saying? A tree is always going to reproduce after its own kind. So what this is saying to me, Aquarius, the first half of January for you guys is all about you guys diving deeper. And I feel like the Queen of Cups is the absolute perfect person, if my autofocus will work, is the absolute perfect person because you see her little cup. It's like her little trophy. All of her feelings are deep down in there and she keeps the lid on it because she ain't trying to fool with that. You know what I'm saying? She's not trying to open that up. But I feel like it would behoove you guys to address this in the first half. I wouldn't even say just the first half. I would literally say the entire month. And like I said, with this being my therapist card, if this is something that goes that deep, it wouldn't hurt you to start therapy this month. I partner with BetterHelp for that reason. If you're in Louisiana, I'm accepting new clients. I have a few spots. Holla at your girl. You know what I'm saying? But it would be a good time to start diving deep into that this month. And I think it's interesting. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Oh, this is hilarious. The bottom of these decks are so funny. Right underneath the Queen of Cups, y'all have the Tower. That's the breaking down of mental strongholds. How perfect is that? Then it's the Three of Cups in the reverse and the Nine of Wands. That's my PTSD card. Then we have the Nine of Swords in the reverse. That's all your insomnia, anxiety, all the things. So all of this stuff, I look at it like this legit. These are all of the things that are happening inside of this cup. Like all of this stuff. We want the Tower to come so that all this stuff can come to the surface so you can face it, because suppressing it is not behooving you, my friend. But anywho, that has been your soul session for January, my beautiful Aquarius. Let me know what you think in the comments. And as always, I love your freaking face, and I will see you guys sooner than later, my friends.